The most open and honest family in country music does not want the public to see photos and videos taken in the moments after Naomi Judd died by suicide on April 30th. That sounds like a very reasonable request. Billy, who is protesting?
Well, us. I mean, not us in the specific sense, because like I said in a previous video, Taste of Country is not one of the media outlets who requested anything and everything pertaining to the police investigation, but us as in the media, who legally in Tennessee have the right to see it all before deciding what to share with the public.
I'm Addison Hager, and Billy Dukes is here to unpack Ashley Judd's opinion editorial in the New York Times this week. She explained why her family is so vigorously fighting the release of these records and admitted that at first, police treated her like a suspect. We'll get to that in a moment. Thank you to all the subscribers who've trusted us to share the latest on this story. Give a thumbs up to this video to show the Judds you support them during this difficult time. The New York Times article is only available to subscribers, but we've included links to that and a recap from Taste of Country in the description section of this video. So Billy, police thought Ashley Judd was a suspect? Really?
Ashley does a very good job of criticizing police protocol without criticizing the police that answered her call 4 months ago. What I mean by that is that she explains that she understands why responding officers couldn't just take her word for what happened and leave her alone. They needed to ask questions, direct questions, to be sure there was nothing foul. That said, she didn't care for the aggressiveness of those questions, and she did not like that she was being filmed.
Right, body cameras captured her throughout the 4 separate interviews she sat for. This was all while her mother was breathing her final breaths, which, that seems really cold. So Ashley doesn't want the public to see that?
Mostly. We don't really know what we don't know, but body cameras were on the entire time, so there's some potential for some really disturbing video. I thought this part of her editorial was particularly powerful. Quote, "Because many of us are socially conditioned to cooperate with law enforcement, we are utterly unguarded in what we say. I gushed answers to the many probing questions directed at me in the 4 interviews the police insisted I do on the very day my mother died, questions I would never have answered on any other day, and questions about which I never thought to ask my own questions, including, is your body camera on?"
Ashley goes on to say she felt cornered and powerless during the questioning. I guess my question is, why share this information? What don't we know?
The harsh answer to why is because it's the law, and Ashley acknowledges as much and says she's going to make it her mission to change that law. I'm not a legal scholar, so I can't really explain to why that law came into place. Your question of what we don't know is pretty interesting. We already got the ME report back, and the autopsy confirmed death by suicide in the manner that Ashley previously stated. It also reveals that she had prescription drugs in her system, drugs that one would take to treat depression, so no surprises there. If anyone was in legal peril, I think we'd know that by now, and maybe there even had been an arrest. So an educated guess on what Ashley's trying to protect is family secrets. She indicates in that quote that she said things she regrets she overshared. Maybe that's family secrets, maybe that's raw opinions. Whatever it is will cause the family some additional grief and hardship moving forward.
What about the video and photographs? Are we going to see those?
This is important. News outlets will use their discretion, and I think most will choose not to share photos or videos that are gruesome. Perhaps you'll find it on the dark corners of the web, but I think a parallel to this is the video of Randy Travis being arrested drunk and naked after the cops pulled him over about a decade ago. His team fought really hard for that video not to be released. Ultimately they lost, but in the very end, few outlets shared it because it was gratuitous.
But they'll probably share dialogue, which that tends to make good gossip.
That kind of boils it down, but you're right. Imagine a scenario where one family member was critical of another, or said something disparaging about Naomi Judd. That's not a huge stretch in this situation, right?
Okay, let's do this. On a 1 to 10 scale, let us know how much you want to see and hear. 1 means keep it all private, and 10 means reveal everything. A 5 means only important hard facts that bring clarity, and a 6 is like a little bit of gossip. Where are you at? We'll respond appropriately when and if the report is released in September.
September 12th is when the judge is set to hear this case.
I'm Addison Hager for Taste of Country, and that was Billy Dukes who broke down what's happening with the Judds. As always, thank you so much for subscribing, and on your way out, if you haven't already, let us know what the Judds mean to you in the comment section. Thanks for watching.